Hey everyone, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution Challenge Mode on Isla Muerta East. Hopefully this will be our last episode where we reach 5 stars, get the 2 new skins, and finish all of our islands. And right on cue we have a disease that's popped up. Thankfully I already have a Jeep that's on a refill run, so I'll just take control of this. So anyway, in between episodes I didn't do too much. I mainly just worked on, there's a couple dinosaurs that died from old age, so I just worked on incubating some more dinosaurs. I don't remember if this happened during the episode last time, but our first baryonyx did die from old age. So right now we've just got baryonyx number 2, and in the incubator we have Suchomimus ready, which I made sure that it should be able to defeat the baryonyx in combat. Nothing personal against the baryonyx, I just haven't done Suchomimus in, I don't think, any of my challenge mode playthroughs. So let's start things off with the Suchomimus. This is just the default skin here, and it looks like she needs a teeny bit more wetland.
Crocodile mimic, or Suchomimus, a large meat eater. Everything about this dinosaur says keep your distance.
Alright, that should be enough. There we go. And we'll see how long they get along before they start fighting each other. And as you can see, I have several more Deinonychus ready, because we can put several more in here. These are all alpine. Alright, so they should head on in here. We can have up to 8 Deinonychus, I believe, so that'll get us up to 6. And let's just make sure Suchomimus is fine, which she is. Comfort threshold is 65%, so we should be fine when storms come around. Well, looks like they're gonna fight right now. So let's take a minute to watch this and see if it's a draw or if Suchomimus wins. Pretty close. I think that might, yep, that's gonna do it for Barry. Okay, so that gives Suchomimus 88 combat infamy. Sorry, Barry. We showed you off in the Isla Tucano playthrough, or it wasn't a playthrough, but that one was just the 5-star tour version. Alright, so let's get going on a second Suchomimus. We now have incubation or viability upgrade 3.0. So we have 30% to toy around with. Let's do the wetland one. I think that'll fit well with the aesthetic of the Isla Muerta East island. I have a 3% chance of failure with this, so hopefully the gamble will pay off. I have another dead dinosaur. Oh no, that was the baryonyx. Anyway, we had several dinosaurs die right after the episode ended, so I have them all ready to release. We'll start with, this is a wetland Ceratosaurus. So we actually have room for one more Dilophosaurus. I don't remember if I have one in here or not. I do not. So let's research the jungle pattern, because I know we have the challenge mode unlocked for that. Or the skin, we have that anyway. Alright, and we have 2 more ceratopsids to add. I believe I've changed the frequency for these feeders to make them a little bit more often, but I'll go ahead and dispense one now, just because I may not have that quite optimized yet. At this point, I'm kind of just purposefully trying to get money from my dig teams. I have a contract for Polacanthus DNA, so I've been sending stuff there. We have all the diseases researched, and I don't really need anything else to get to 5 stars at this point. We just need to focus on getting money and releasing enough dinosaurs. One thing to consider is I'm not sure if I need a 4th hotel over here. I might only need 3, and I'm kind of curious to see if we can get to 5 stars with just 3. So I'm going to hold off on building a 4th one for now. Come on in. Alright, we need to hire another staff member here. And here.
Security isn't always clean or easy, but it is always
Not there yet.
So look this contract over.
Let's send out some feeding refills if we need them. Our Carcharodontosauruses are doing good, but we're probably going to need to put another dinosaur in here with them at some point. Alright, don't need to hire any more people over here yet. Suchomimus is almost done. As you can see, Suchomimus' population is 16, so we have room for a few more Troodon if we need them. But what I'm actually gonna do is... I think I'm going to incubate a few Camarasaurus to put in with Carcharodontosaurus. As kind of like hopefully a final heavyweight in terms of reputation dinosaur to put in. And what's nice is that since the 1.8 update, the two of them, they'll roar at each other, but they won't, like, the Camarasaurus won't panic or anything around the Carcharodontosaurus. I actually was just thinking it'd be really neat if I just made this whole thing one giant enclosure, and I can fill this area with trees, and basically make it so that the Camarasaurus tend to stick up here, at least in theory. Let's see how that works. Alright, the track is now incomplete, so I'll need to fix that. Alright, that deleted the entire track, so I wasn't quite ready for that to happen, but oh well.
You did all right. Maybe better than all right.
And it's too close to the dinosaur, so we're gonna have to wait. Thankfully, they're both waking up right now, though. Obstructed. Get a little further away from that then, I guess. Okay. That is fixed.
Looks like there's another contract that might be worth your attention. Keep our guests
Like I said,
safe.
pretty much just looking for money out of these dig sites at this point. Not really needing any more genomes, I would say, at this point. I'm just going for Polacanthus for the contract. Alright, now let's flood this place up here with trees. As much as I can, anyway. And, I'll leave the little like dirt indentations over there. I think that makes it look a little less abrupt. For now, let's just put in one tall paleo feeder and see how that goes. If I remember correctly, I should be able to plant an additional plant. Is there anything else for sauropods that could give us some more points? Ginkgos give us more for sauropods and hadrosaurs. Yeah, we can do that one. So I'm gonna wait to set this up until that's done growing. Alright, we have another dead Triceratops. Being able to just release them into the enclosure is so much easier than having to release, tranquilize, and then fly them over. storm warning. Fantastic. On that note, I am going to very quickly change this all to concrete because if you remember from last episode, Carcharodontosaurus actually broke out. We'll make sure some of that's electrified anyway. Let's see, I modified Meg to not break out, but Jaws will possibly try to break out. But like you can see, they are more concerned with fighting each other for dominance than breaking out right now, which is one of the perks of having two of them together. This is a fairly long storm. Yep, and Jaws is on her way to the fence.
Something's come up that could be interesting.
Thankfully, she's chosen to attack the electrified portion. So that should deter her after a headbutt or two. As you can see, Meg has no problems because I made her comfort threshold a bit friendlier. And Jaws is fine now. And I don't even have to repair the fence. Alright, Ginkgo is ready. We can open the park back up. Wait just a second. Refill that, please. Probably gonna need to put in a few more trees for Camarasaurus because they're very needy in that area. So we'll just put some more over here. Alright, Suchomimus number 2 is ready, so let's release her first. And she heads right in. Thankfully. Very cooperative. Or maybe not. Okay, there we go. Now let's release our 3 Camarasaurus. And we'll send our chopper over straight away to get them tranquilized. Got a Triceratops in here. And let's get... I believe we have room for one more Dilophosaurus that we checked on earlier, so let's get a Dilophosaurus incubating. Alright, so we will find out very shortly if there's enough trees for him.
Collecting asset. Heading to pick up the asset. Picking up asset.
Alright, and this one, let's make it dispense every 10 minutes since there is 3 of them. And who died over here? Another Dilophosaurus from old age. So we'll get another one going. Alright, let's get a couple more Troodon and a couple more Deinonychus in here. Let's go ahead and do the jungle Deinonychus. 2 of those. And let's get 2 more Troodon. Let's see, do we need another hotel yet? It says we don't. Let me see, if you click on here it says 5% overcrowding. I'm just gonna build one just so that it's not like secretly holding us back and we don't realize it. I had a feeling that was gonna make us run out of power. I don't think I need this anymore, so that might fix it. We're getting to the stage of the game too where I have so many dinosaurs that the frame rate drops every now and then. Come on in, buddy. Alright, I'm pretty sure I upgraded this power station. Yeah, and we're still short on power. So I guess I'm just gonna have to build another one. Would have been nice if I could have gotten by without that, but oh well. I also forgot I need to go check on our Camarasaurus. They might be trying to break out by now. And okay, they need a bit more forest. Like I said before, they're very needy when it comes to forest. Alright, how about now? Okay, they barely have enough. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. And our two Carcharodontosauruses are checking out the new area and promptly taking a nap right in front of the Jeep or truck tour. I'll put in a goat feeder for them too to help make a little more movement. Let's see, hopefully that didn't get rid of like the last tree. Okay, they're fine. We will put in a couple of standalone trees just to make sure that they don't get mad at us.
You made it look easier than it was.
Alright, we're hopefully getting fairly close. We just need to have a couple more at this point, I'd say.
Kind of thing you can handle.
Each new discovery furthers our understanding. It's valuable work. Take it.
And that's a Sinoceratops from old age.
Pick up the asset.
Alright, here's our jungle Deinonychus. That's gonna max out our Deinonychus population. And once they're done, actually I can do it here too. Let's get a few more Camarasaurus going, since that's kind of the last niche we have open for more dinosaurs at this point. And we'll definitely have to put in at least one more feeder for them. Alright, once they head in, we can do the Troodon. And let's see, I have 2 meat dispensers. Let's put in a goat feeder for them too.
When another contract comes up, I'm turning to you first.
As you can see, we've kind of hit that point in the game where sadly a lot of our dinosaurs are dying from old age. So who was it this time? Another Sinoceratops. We've got one going, and the rest of the hatchery is filled with Camarasaurus.
Request acknowledged. Task received.
Let's release our 2 Troodon.
Resupply request acknowledged. Confirmed.
Probably should put in another feeder for them over here too, since we have so many Troodon. We'll just do a goat feeder for now, because I don't really have anywhere near the viewing gallery to actually put the feeder in. Alright, they're busy communicating. Let's make sure Suchomimus' population is still fine. Alright, I got a Jeep out here, so let's just go ahead and take a quick photo to get that contract done. There we go.
You have a real eye for composition.
Alright, we're getting pretty close to 5 stars now. Let's check and just see.
That's what I call entertainment.
We need another 100 dino rating, and then we're done. And we currently... Well, we have a variety penalty, and we're still that close. So if I had just... I hadn't paid attention to that this whole time. I figured I had enough species variety, but apparently I'm too off. Despite that, we only... Basically, once I release the next Camarasaurus, I think we will get to 5 stars.
Hello, new contract time. Woohoo!
They're gonna socialize through the fence when there's an open gate next to them, so we'll have to wait a minute. I guess the best thing what I could do is I could put a small carnivore in here like Velociraptor or Herrerasaurus. That'd be 1 species. And maybe I could put in like 1 Dreadnoughtus in here or something to get rid of the variety penalty. Or I could mix this up with Gigant Spinosaurus instead of just 2 and 2, or I could have done that, but we're almost there anyway, so just some ideas for you all, what you could have done to... We would have been to 5 stars if I had a couple more species, it looks like. And we need another Sinoceratops, by the way, too, I just remembered. Let's check on all of our buildings. This one's full, so we may need to put in like a fast food. Let's just do that since I'm pretty sure we have enough power for it over here.
The Hammond Foundation have noticed your success
Is it gonna fit?
increase their percentage accordingly.
Okay, it does fit. Let's get that other paleo feeder built for the Camarasaurus. Probably going to need to take down a few trees just so that the Jeep can actually get to this. Alright, do we want this one, and this one? And of course, there'd be diseases.
Proceeding to the feeder now. Understood.
Our Camarasaurus is sick with salmonella. So let's speed up this healing process. It's really annoying when you pop into the shooter mode and he's always facing the wrong direction. Alright, cool. Got rid of that one. Carcharodontosaurus has a pretty low population, I just realized too. Alright, Sinoceratops. I need to make these dispense more often. Come on in. Or don't. Just take your time. Alright, well, I'll check the fossils while you're tiptoeing in there. There you go. Alright, releasing this might get us to 5 stars. Yep, that was it. There we go. Pretty sure we beat par time, which was 10 hours, so we were pretty close.
Well, wonder no more, because that, my friend, is where you find yourself. Congrats! You couldn't have done it without me.
Definitely could not have done it without Cabot. But, let's see, now we get to check out our Pachycephalosaurus steppe pattern and our coastal Troodon pattern. I purposefully left one or two spots open in each enclosure so that we could release the new skins and actually see them. By the way, this may have been available the whole time, but I know for sure that now we can change the island lighting to daytime so that we can actually see the skins properly. There we go. And let's get incubating over here. Alright, coastal Troodon. And steppe Pachycephalosaurus. I think we only have one more room or one more spot open in that enclosure. So we'll just have one of those. So anyway, so we're at 5 stars. I'm kind of curious if I demolish this, if we only needed 3 hotels. Kind of a for science experiment there. Okay, yeah, you can see it actually the facility rating just dipped down a little bit. So I'll leave it for a minute and check back on it. Sometimes the game doesn't figure that stuff out that quickly.
Understood. No problem.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
Alright, and they barely have enough forest. I needed to check because every time you place a feeder down, it gets rid of some of the trees. See, what's interesting is they all went here. So this was full, and now they all went to the fast food instead. I'm not really sure what's going on with how that works. If we check back in 5 minutes, this one might be empty and they might be here. I don't really know how the game processes that stuff.
Asset collection request received. En route to collect the asset.
Okay, this is the coastal Troodon, which you only get from Jurassic difficulty. So let's see this one. Yeah, I've heard y'all saying you really liked this one, and I can see why. It's very... I like how... Oh, really? Didn't we, like, just have a storm? This is probably gonna be a tornado, too. Yeah, I like this one a lot. The contrast between the black, darker color on its back and the white nose and underbelly is very pronounced in that skin, so that's a very, very good one. I believe yeah, we're at max population now, because that was Troodon 14, plus 2 Suchomimus is 16, so... Alright, this is damaged. I'll wait until after the storm to release the Pachycephalosaurus. Well, I don't know, the dinosaurs look pretty cool in the rain. Alright, Steppe Pachycephalosaurus. This is a good one too. It kind of looks much more like a it looks much more like a... It looks to me more like a desert skin, if that makes any sense at all, rather than a steppe skin. But I actually like this one quite a bit. Let's just make sure, yeah, our Ankylosaurus is the limiting factor and their population is maximized. And we're still within the social limit of Pachycephalosaurus. Let's send a jeep over here. Pretty sure that Jaws is on her way to try to break out right about now. Or maybe she already tried to break out. Alright, she seems fine now. Camarasaurus is not intimidated by your tactics. probably more intimidated by this steep hill. Okay, oh no, thankfully she's, see, this is the secret strategy I have to, you don't always have to have the entire enclosure in electrified fencing, because like if she broke out over here, it's not as big of a deal, but if she broke out into this enclosure, it would be a bigger deal. So... couple things damaged over here, but that's pretty much gonna wrap this one up. Thank you all very much for sticking around through it. I hope you all enjoyed it. This was one of my favorite islands. It definitely helped me to take some time to build the island that I wanted to in campaign mode, and then try to replicate it over here. I think that was definitely helpful for me. So, the dinosaurs are really loud close to them. One quick little, like, tidbit, I guess, is for the time being, I don't really know what else I'm going to do as far as videos go. Mainly because this was the last island I had to beat on challenge mode. So at some point I'm going to make like the tour version of the video to kind of show off the island as like a neat little tour kind of video like that. And then the other video I've been thinking about is another biological preserve video, which will probably be Cretaceous North America with like T-Rex and Triceratops. But aside from that, I don't know what else to really do with this game. I know I did some exhibit speed builds, but I kind of feel like I've exhausted the kinds of exhibits you can make. The terrain tools definitely help, but they're not like Zoo Tycoon 2 levels of terrain tools where you can make all kinds of crazy, unique enclosures. So I'm just kind of giving a little heads up that after the tour version of this park and maybe another biological preserve video, I might not be making as many until new content comes out or until Planet Zoo comes out. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up in advance that may happen. But either way, I'm looking forward to more Jurassic World content to make videos on, as well as the Planet Zoo game looks really, really exciting as well. I just hope my computer is good enough to play it at a reasonably high quality. So before I go, one quick thing, it does look like my park rating has gone down below 5 stars. And I think that's because of the lack of a hotel over here. So for the medium-sized islands, which this is one of them, it does look like you need 4 hotels, as far as I can tell. So just a little fun fact for your playthroughs. But anyway, with all that being said, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the 2 new skins, and I'll see ya in the next one.